Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I'm here with another plan with me. This is my spread from last week featuring Easter week, and I'm using a kit from Planner Pixie Co, and I added some silver foil to kind of bling it out. Moving to this week, I am planning for the week of April 5th through April 11th, and I am using this kit from Harriet Wright Designs. This is my first time using a kit from her. I did haul this kit in an earlier haul video, so if you want to see it closer, then definitely check out one of those videos to just kind of see the pages and see them up close. So this is kind of a rainy day themed kit, and I thought it was perfect for April. It actually did rain a lot in April. I mean, if I would have done a rainy day or rain themed kit every single day, every week in April, it probably would have been appropriate. It's kind of unusual for us here in Texas, but it is what it is. Unusual is like the new normal, and it's whatever. So I did start to frame up my spread by putting down my bottom washi, my date covers, put the washi in. Of course, you got the sidebar on the side, and I do kind of sprinkle out my full boxes so that I have a full spread even before I get started. And this is just the way that I've been doing it ever since that I've been using this planner. And this planner is the sticker kit planner. Ever since I've been using this planner as a memory planner. And these spreads are memory spreads. As I'm catching up, and spoiler alert, I'm actually caught up. I just am behind on the editing and the posting, but that system will change a little bit because things will be a little bit more fresh in my mind, and so I can keep up with some trackers and things that I actually want to keep up with. I forgot to mention, but this kit is foiled in gold foil. And I've heard some planner girls and planners basically express a frustration with gold because every shop has a different gold, and that's very true. And it is kind of difficult when you're looking at it and you really want that cohesive look that you would get in like a silver foiled spread. But it's kind of hard to separate out the golds that are the same, because two really popular shops have really different golds. So when I'm looking at this spread, I see that my script stickers from Melissa's Craft Shop, Bloom Paper Studio, the Pink Room Co., and Sadie Stickers has the same gold or very similar gold, that if you were to plan with just those, it would be pretty cohesive. However, the big difference, I think, and what makes it very difficult for people to do this is that Crafts by Towie, which, I mean, I depend on those icons, Crafts by Towie, Harriet Wright Designs, and on this spread that I'm looking at right now, those are kind of the only two that pop up in my mind. But oh, no, Crafts by Towie, Harriet Wright Designs, Paper Muse Crafts, and Simply Said Life have very similar golds. So I'm looking at these spreads, and while I can see the differences, and if I really wanted to make it cohesive, I probably could, it just doesn't seem feasible with a lot of the deco and flourishes coming from Sadie Stickers, and most of my icons coming from Crafts by Towie. But if you want to give it a try, feel free, because that's how you could kind of do it. Also, Letters to Apollo has a more gold. I think, but I would have to check out her light gold. So I don't want to say that. I think that I got her traditional gold instead of her light gold, and so I'm not quite sure. And then I also think, it's not in this spread, but I think Tulip Bee's gold is even more of a hot yellow. But I'd have to put it side by side to look at it, and I can report back if you care. So I have gotten completely off topic. But I have framed up the spread, and I have used, there was like a little slim washi strip, and I cut that down to add to the sidebar. And now I'm putting in date dots from Letters to Apollo, and just basically getting ready, like finishing up the frame and getting ready to get to the day-to-day planning. If you have any questions about what I did, I think I did everything pretty similar to what I always do. I did try to get a little fancy with the date at the top left corner, but you know, very similar frame to what I've been doing. And I really do like it. I'm not quite sure that I mind that the golds are all different. I think when I'm planning, I don't notice it, but when I'm taking pictures or I'm looking at it like a full spread right now, as I'm editing, I notice it. So I don't know. I gotta think about it, but you know, it's interesting because once I realized which shops are different, it didn't seem like an easy fix. So that is the frame. And then I get started on Monday. On Monday, I start off by putting an appointment label that has a bow on it. I cover the bow with a alarm clock from the kit and just note that I did a late pump. And then I put down a layering sticker and an icon from Crafts by Towie to note that I had time that morning to do my hair and face routine. With the baby and being virtual and morning pumps and all of those things, I don't always get to do those routines, but I have a great day and feel really good about myself when I can fit it in. So then I put down a third box, and that computer sticker is from Samantha May Sticks, just to note that I had a contested hearing on Zoom. That flourish sticker is from Sadie Stickers. I wasn't quite sure how I would use that flourish because it seemed kind of thick to me, but I think it kind of works. It's almost like a hard stop, but in a cute way. So I think it works. I ended up like them. I would definitely purchase them again. I then put down a layering sticker, an arrow, I believe, and then that sticker, the girls, is from Let's Planet, and I just noted that I had a lunch at Mandola's with my friend Sheena. We kind of had a girls' day, and that's pretty rare that I get to do these days, especially because things have been closed in my area for so long, and sitting inside is just still a very new thing to do. At the end of Monday, I put down in a baby icon from Crafts by Towie and just jotted down a few things that I did that night. On Tuesday, I started off by putting down a layering sticker and putting a Tofu the Panda sticker on top, just to note that I made a homemade chai. I hadn't been making homemade chais in a while, or as frequently as the beginning of the year, because they have a lot of sugar. I cut down some florals from the deco sheet and put down a computer sticker from the Pretty Pink Co. to note that I had a Zoom hearing. I put the same flourish from Monday down from Sadie Stickers, and then cut down, or maybe it was already cut down for me, a bow checklist where I put down a few things that I needed to do for work. That calculator sticker is from Crafts by Towie, and I just noted that I needed to run payroll. It was about that time. I dropped below the full box and put down another third box, and I used that, I think it's like a chalk sticker and a rainbow, and I put some deco on it from Simply Watercolor Co., but the chalk and kid-like sticker is from Fox and Pip, and noted that the school called and I had to pick up Jacob because he was sick. And of course, that caused, me and my husband to panic a little bit, but spoiler alert, he did not have COVID. I did use a little bow flourish at the top from Bloom Paper Studio, and it is one of my favorite because on that sheet, she has different bow flourishes. They're not all the same, and so you can kind of use a lot of them in the same spread, but still have them be different. On Monday, I start off with the flourish from Sadie Stickers and put down a half box just to note that we ended up co-sleeping, which I hate to do because I don't feel comfortable, but the baby needed cuddles and wouldn't sleep, and that's what we we gave it a try. I put down that backpack sticker from Bloom Paper Studio just to note that there was no school for Jacob because of the 24-hour rule. So he was home with me, and we just kind of tried to make the best of it. I tried to play with other deco that's not floral to just try to kind of get a different vibe, because as as much as I'm not as huge of a fan of florals as other people are, but they're also very easy to work with in these spreads. But I just kind of wanted to experiment with working with other deco other than floral. And I ended up moving that around, so I don't really like how it is right there, but I do like how I moved it around. I just ended up separating those two kind of pictures because they almost felt like two different scenes. So the raincoat and umbrella went somewhere else, and then the shovels, well, they stayed, and then the shovels went somewhere else. Jacob and I, since he was home from school, we made banana bread, and I used that KitchenAid sticker from Simply Said Life. I wasn't feeling very well, so I just kind of noted that. But, work had to get done, so I kind of noted a few things that I did at the end of the day. On Thursday, I was feeling much better, so I put down a layering sticker and put down the Nurse Baby script from Melissa's Craft Shop. I put down a half box, and when I started editing, I kind of wish that I put a different one down because I don't think it was as clear. The writing was as clear on it as I would have liked. But that playground sticker is from Paper Muse Crafts. So on Thursday, Jacob was home with us again because we were past the 24-hour rule, but then later on that night he ended up throwing up again, so we were essentially starting over. I needed to go to a client's daycare and just kind of check them out because there were some concerns about some things that had happened, and on my way back I went to Starbucks and picked up an Impossible breakfast sandwich. That very adorable sticker with the baby toes at the top. I can't help but mention that. I just put that down just to note that I played with baby toes. I just cuddled with the baby, but oh man, I love baby toes, and I really miss them because Jacob doesn't have baby toes anymore. They're like full on like man feet at this point, and he's only 6, and so I'm appreciating the baby toes right now. I put down a bow checklist and a bow just to note a few things I did for work. And at the end of the night, when I was waiting to pump, I did some editing. So on Friday, as you can see there, you can see that I had pulled up that deco and I finally placed it down. And I started off Friday by jotting down a few things that I got done. Not necessarily me. We had someone come and measure out for the cabinets because we were putting in some cabinets in our house. We're putting in quite a few actually. And then we got the drywall fixed finally from when my husband sold our couch from the man cave and put a hole in my wall. And then I had a Zoom meeting, and then I moved down to the bottom, put down a taco sticker to note that we had tacos from Very Cruz Mr. Natural, Mr. Natural, Natural, Mr. Natural. They have really good tacos, and I was craving some breakfast tacos, and we ended up getting too many tacos. We ate them all, but it was still too many tacos, if you know what I mean. After that, we watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that oh, I forgot to mention, my brain's all over the place, but I forgot to mention that the taco sticker is from Alyssa's Craft Shop. I don't think she has those icons anymore, but I really like them because they were small, they came on a smaller sheet, and they can fit in places where other icons couldn't. Hopefully she'll bring them back again soon. I used some deco from the kit just in that space, playing around with things, but I just noted that I needed to go to HEB for some pads. Sorry if that's TMI, but it ended up being a false alarm. I'm breastfeeding, so I don't usually have that problem, but I thought I was going to, but I didn't, and this is absolutely TMI, so just kind of plug your ears. On Saturday, I started off by putting down a floral and layering a sleep mask from Simply Said Life, just to note that everyone slept in, which was a treat. I put down the script sticker from Melissa's Craft Shop to note that I did a pumping sesh that morning, which is unusual these days because I usually do them at night. I then just kind of noted that I lazed around. I think that is from my newest addiction. I don't know if she still has those pajamas like sticker, but I did use Deco from Simply Watercolor Co. That's that bow kind of splash deco. What do we call those things? I can't really think of it right now, but I'm sure I will think of it when I'm done with this voiceover. I put down a bow checklist to note that we went through some of Jacob's clothes because he's growing really fast. And it was really funny because we found these shorts, and how we were going through his clothes is we were making him put them on and try them on because the sizes are as helpful. But, you know, Jacob was not a chunky baby, and he was not like a big kid. I mean, he was the kind of kid where you felt like he would blow away. So he put on these shorts, and they were really, really short. And I was like, take those shorts off. And he gives them to me. I look at them, and they were 12 months. Like he wasn't 6 at this time, but he was almost 6. He slid those 12-month shorts over his hips, and the only thing wrong with them was they were too short. And I was just like, I can't believe it. But the baby is extremely chunky, like rolls upon rolls, multiple chins, and we put the shorts on him and they fit just fine. So both my kids could technically wear the same shorts, and they're like 5 years apart. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So on Sunday, I just noted with the pacifier sticker from Crafts by Towie that the baby can now beckon with his hand to tell us to come here, which I think is so adorable. He doesn't know to lift it up to us. It's just by his side, and he's like beckons, you know, and it's so cute because, you know, each little stage is like, wow, you know, you just don't realize or think about just how much from the beginning babies start. Like you know, it's and then it's also like one day they know nothing, and the next day they can do this amazing thing that only parents can find adorable. But you know, it was actually pretty adorable. So moving on to the actual plan with me and not talking about my kids, I just noted that I blow dried my hair. That blow dryer sticker is from Hello Petite Paper, and I put down a scallop quarter box and that Instant Pot sticker to note some meal prep. The Instant Pot sticker is from Simply Said Life. The utensil sticker is from Crafts by Towie, and then I finished up with the sticker from Piper Paper Co. to note that I cleaned the kitchen. After that, I kind of speed up because I had these little dots from the deco sheet that I kind of wanted to use for some reason. It just really appealed to me, and so I put these down, which is kind of time consuming because they're so little. And I put them down, and then I finished up by putting in the rest of the deco. I didn't have very many, so I put them in, and then I cut them down. And that's about it for this spread, actually. I do show you at the end the leftover stickers that I have, and I also show you what the spread looks like without all of the studio lights. I turn them off, and of course I think that what I do now is I do a vid wiggle with like the lights like they are now, and also a vid wiggle with the studio lights off. So you can kind of, my hope is, since I'm not very good at vid wiggles, that I can give you a good picture with one of them that I'm doing. I don't know if it's successful, but that's my hope. That's why I do it. If you like these type of videos and you like playing with me, please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you. And please comment below anything. I really love the conversation. It's kind of fun and keeps me doing this because sometimes while I do love doing this and it's a lot of fun, sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. So comment below. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.